Hello everybody, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I made a video, and right now, I just kind of wanted to talk. Alright, now I am sure you have all seen the news about certain things that's been going on, and we all know about ICE and the things they do, and what they're not supposed to be doing, but they constantly do anyways. Um, there's there's really no easy way to say it, just with how things are. You got ICE agents who are constantly going around killing and harassing actual American citizens, by the way. A lot of the times they are going after citizens, just by having a darker skin tone, by just looking slightly Hispanic. They are going after people. And they're even going after people who are not technically citizens, but they have the right to be here. They have visas, they have work permits and stuff. They have documentations to be allowed to be here. Yet they're still harassing them. They're still going around harassing them, or worst off, killing them. And I know ICE has its supporters somehow. There are people who genuinely believe this is right, and this is making America better, but it's not. Okay, ICE agents. First off, a lot of them. Well, I would actually say just all of them are degenerate, worthless people who are bottom of the barrel. Because it seems like all the time you see clips. If you even get close to them, the first thing they do is pull out their gun and point at you. Like, they got absolutely no trigger discipline. They got absolutely no fucking trigger discipline at all. And the first thing they'll do is, if you're recording them, getting anywhere near them, getting near the supposed suspects that they're, detaining illegally, by the way, they will go like, I will shoot you. And they'll pull out their gun and point it directly at you. And they're just so aggressive. They're so pressed. It's because the Trump administration has told them, their higher ups have told them to be extra aggressive towards people so they can spark a reaction. So you might swing first, so it looks like self-defense in their right, and they have every right to shoot you or hit you or just beat the shit out of you and have 5 ICE agents gang up on you just for the one to shoot you 7 times and then shoot you another 7 times. And then another guy decides to maybe throw you off a bridge just for precautions, None of this is right. None of what they do is right. And some people say, oh, well, they're getting rid of the illegals. They're getting rid of the criminals. Like, are they? Because, I mean, yeah, you do see stories where they are getting rid of actually bad people, like traffickers, drug sellers, drug sellers, fucking basically bad people. You do see stuff like that, but a lot of the time, you'll see them go arrest a man who's like 58, who has a heart condition and has been here for years and has never committed a crime in his life and is a legal citizen. They'll go out there and arrest him. They'll go after a younger guy, in their 20s, has a young daughter or a young son, and he has either a work visa, the right to be here, or he is a citizen, and he just looks Hispanic, so they'll harass him and they'll maybe kill him. And Trump supporters and MAGA, they like that. But what's really funny is they're also pro-life. Trump supporters and MAGA in general, Republicans, they are pro-life, in the against abortion type shit. But yet when you got shit like this going on, when ICE agents are going around killing people, oh, it's no big deal. Just comply. Just comply with the Nazis, right? That's exactly what the Germans probably said back in World War II, or back in the 1940s and 30s. Just comply, right? No sense in that. Just comply and you'll be fine, right? Because that's what a lot of Republicans have been saying, is that with all these situations where the people are getting killed or harassed and taken away, oh, just comply. Like, yeah, like I'm going to comply with these people who are wearing their masks. They refuse to identify themselves. They refuse to do any of that. They will just swoop in, pull you over, or drive right in front of you. A lot of times they will block you in so you can't use your car as a weapon, I guess. And then they'll harass you and arrest you. And again, there's a chance they might kill you too, to be honest. I mean, just by looking at them, does it look like I want to obey these guys? No, not really, actually. I see them. They have their masks on. They're just covered. They will not identify themselves. And they just straight to yelling and being ultra aggressive because they're told to be aggressive. I'm 100% convinced that someone in their higher ups is saying, oh, by the way, Trump gave us permission to be extra aggressive so we can spark a reaction at people just so DHS can go around and say, oh, well, actually, it's, it was self-defense because the suspects, they were yelling at me, and they hurt my feelings by calling me a piece of shit. It's trying times here in the United States. It's really difficult times, to be honest. Okay, you got the economy, which is not great. The job market's not great. Prices are not great. The housing market's a terrible mess, and the odds of anyone in Gen Z owning a house are extremely low. Unless you're rich or something, the odds of you having a house are low. The odds of me ever having a house are extremely low. Unless my YouTube channel pops off or something, or I don't know, I get something crazy with my career in the future, maybe. But currently, absolutely not. Even if I save my money for years, even if I'm smart with my money for years, that's unlikely. But we're not really here to talk about that. Overall, what ICE is doing on a daily basis is wrong. It is illegal. The way they treat people, they treat them like actual animals when they're not animals. They're going after they're going after people. Okay, obviously, they're going after just anyone they feel like. Anyone who's obviously not white, because you won't see them go after a white person. You won't really see them go after anyone that's not really Hispanic, of course. It'll always be some Hispanic man or woman. They'll go after them, harass them, and detain them. And have you guys heard about the situations in some of their detention centers where, like, children, okay, I'm gonna use the phrase children, obviously, because they're like young teenagers, like 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, young girls, okay? There's a lot of reports where a lot of them are testing, positive for pregnancy. And how is that happening, huh? How is that happening? Because they might, some people say, oh, well, it's the other immigrants in the detention center with them. Like, are you sure about that? I'm not, no. It's pretty obvious that it's the agents themselves, because they're all, degenerate, low, bottom of the barrel type people. I feel like ICE just hires anyone that's stupid, because here's what the truth of ICE agents are. They're too dumb to be actual police officers, but they're too lazy to be in the military. And they also don't have discipline either. So they can't do either of those things. But they like to pull out their gun and point it at anyone who gives them just a little bit of trouble. And they have no trigger discipline. So ICE will hire them because they're stupid, they lack discipline, and they're aggressive. And that seems to explain it pretty well. But again, I mean, try asking a Republican or someone who supports ICE, how are these young girls in these detention centers ending up pregnant? Ask them that. But they probably wouldn't be able to answer it fully, because again, they will just say it's the other immigrants in the detention centers with them and shit. But again, ICE just recently killed another man. I believe it was yesterday at this point, maybe 2 days ago at the time of recording. It never ends. It never fucking ends. And you just keep on seeing these tragic stories. And by the way, I think his 3-year-old daughter was in the car while it happened. And they shot this man in the face. They shot him in, like, the head or something. They shot him. Basically, they killed him instantly. And I think another guy was shot in the chest a while ago. I think it was just a few days ago as well. And you got Trump supporters like, yeah, this is making America better. Like, okay, sure. Because if you believe going around murdering people is making America better, that I don't know you. And these people, by the way, these people are Christian, by the way. A lot of them will have their little Bible verses in their little bios on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. They'll have something from the Bible. They'll have something Christian related or something, pro-life related as well. And yet they're okay with ICE going around and murdering people. Killing them in cold blood, by the way. Broad daylight, okay? They don't have any shame about either way. They don't have any shame. They'll go around and kill these people. And I'm sure, maybe honestly, I wouldn't be too surprised that this video sparks a few comments going like, oh, just comply. That dumb shit that people like to say. Sorry, but no one's going to want to comply with these people. If you just see their history, even if you do comply, you're still going to get thrown on the ground and treated like shit by them. You're still going to get thrown in an inhumane detention center where you're treated like shit. And you just see horrific things. No one's going to want to comply, and I totally get that. It's bullshit to even say that. Just comply to type shit. Like, no. Simple as that. It's just dangerous. I mean, fuck, dude. Just having any slight skin tone that looks any slightly Hispanic, they'll look at you like, hey, you look like one of our suspects. I'm an American citizen. Nah, you still look close enough, right? Those do that shit. It's fucking, it's crazy, man. It's really just insane. The fact that just Trump supporters and MAGA Republicans are okay with it, right? They don't care that ICE is going on killing people. They don't care about that. You know, again, but oh, the abortion. Oh no, the travesty of it. You know, they don't talk about that. They it's still just killing people. You know what ICE is doing, murdering people in broad daylight, scarring their children in front of them. Because a lot of the times they will either arrest them or kill them right in front of their children. No fucking problem. By the way, they have absolutely no remorse. These people are sick. They're sick people. I don't know. I kind of just want to make this video and just talk about it. I kind of felt like talking about it. You know, just seeing this shit in the news, seeing it all over the fucking internet and shit. It's not pleasant, okay? I mean, obviously, it's not great to see these stories about the ICE agents going around harassing people. I've seen videos of them harassing people. They will block your car in, and then they'll straight up point a gun at you. No questions asked, no nothing, no proof of citizenship or whatever. They're just straight to pulling out their guns because they're being ultra aggressive. Because once again, they are told to be that way. They're probably trained to be that way too. It's getting ridiculous, man. You just see all this shit about it. It's just, what the fuck? You know, that's simply all I could say is what the fuck. It's terrible stuff that happens. All these people who are just being killed by them. Again, with the story that I mentioned earlier, where the guy was killed in his car. I'm not sure if he was in his car when he was killed or when he was shot. But his daughter was in the car, and she saw it happen. So now she's going to grow up without her father. And, by the way, he was killed in front of her. So, I mean, shit. What the... You know, what kind of reaction do you expect people to have with that? You have people who are obviously going to say that's terrible, that's fucking awful. Then you got Trump supporters like, yeah! You know, cheering that shit on. It's fucking terrible. I don't know. I think that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I don't have much else to say. I could keep going. I could keep talking, but this video would end up an hour long, probably longer. But outside of that, I don't really have anything else to add. But overall, it's terrible stuff. And honestly, I don't understand how anyone supports ICE. I don't. And some people say, okay, well, their job is to go round up illegal immigrants. Okay, then why are they going after American citizens? Because, I mean, when you mean by like illegal immigrants, you'd think they target like, again, fucking drug traffickers in general, fucking cartel members, gang members, violent people. But they don't actually go after those people. They're going after family people. They're people with families, people who have been here for a long time, people who have been here for years, and have never caused a single fucking trouble. These people won't even have a fucking speeding ticket on their record, and ICE will still go after them. And possibly kill them. So, I mean, if you look slightly Hispanic, you're in a highly active ICE zone, I would say be careful, personally. Just saying. But overall, it's just a terrible situation, and it's terrible to live in a world like this where this is being accepted by a group of people, where a group of people actually think it's okay. And you also got the president who also thinks it's okay. And all of his other buddies, they all think it's okay. Some of the other politicians think it's right. They think it's okay that ICE is going around killing people because, oh, well, again, just comply, right? Just comply and they might not shoot you. Again, I could keep going. I almost did actually keep going on another rant, but again, I don't want this video to be super long. But overall, that's going to wrap up today's video. I know this video was a bit more different than my typical content, and I haven't uploaded in a while, but this video is coming out. What else was I making? Fucking the fucking best case scenario for all NFL teams. I know I've mentioned that video's like a myth at this point, but I'm serious. I'm gonna actually work on it right after I'm done recording this. Okay, part 1. I'm gonna work on it right now. I promise, and it'll be out probably tomorrow, which is at the time of recording. It is 2:25 a.m. So technically today. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. My final note is what ICE is doing is wrong. I think that's I can simply, that's the final note for today's video, is what they do is wrong. And I don't know how people accept it. I don't know how people look at it and just turn their head and move on with, just kind of like, just comply, Again, before I get stuck into another rant, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a great rest of your day.